The Bucks look to take charge on their home court, and we're bringing it to you live from Milwaukee here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. And for the Milwaukee Bucks, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Timberwolves.
Blasting off, Green runs in and just launches himself to the rim.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
That one good for 2.
In rhythm, quick trigger, KD at his best.
No one near Banchero as he lets it go. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here is Young. First quarter, just over a minute played. On the wing, Porter. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he's a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Back to Simons. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer, and now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Kicks it out to Banchero. Pass to Simpson. Clock at 6. Shoots over Simons. No good there off the double clutch. Here's Risacher. Outside for KD. The second chance effort. He can't get it to go. Nice D from Porter.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Now here's Durant. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Durant with tremendous touch. He's just a natural scorer.
Here's Banchero. Sinks the triple. Banchero's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Clippers.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Simpson. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Good work there as it goes.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
Bucks trail by 3. Simons. And the slam dunk by Simons.
And how about the explosiveness of Simons? Man, can he get up and finish with power?
Simpson, no good. Here's a chance for them to retake the lead.
And they have done well to stick around these last few minutes.
Riza with it. Nothing on the board. That gives them the lead. And Greg, when you're facing the front of a back-to-back, how much does that affect you as a player?
Before and after the game, for sure, it's on your mind. But once the whistle blows, you have to live in the moment. You can bet the coaches are very aware of it.
Here's KD. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Second chance shot. That one a little long.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better. He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Here's Porter. Out to Thompson. 6 to shoot. Pass to Reed. Over Lopez. Reed misses. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts. Oh, boy, Simons, that was nasty.
Clippers trail by 6. Will it go? Simpson with the bucket. Simpson's got 7 points. And Simons has got the ball here for Milwaukee.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Green. He doesn't hit that one. Great defense that time from Banchero. Pass to Porter. Riza with the steal. Lopez left side. Stolen by Reed. Pulls up. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Bucks lead by 3. And we'll get... It's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated. Scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
In addition to that, how about the mid-range action we've seen from this group? Utilizing the jump shot to get them started in the right manner in this one.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David. Here's Banchero. And he's good on the 3-ball. Banchero's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
Well, Michael Porter Jr. is one of the premier shooters in the NBA.
And that size that he brings to that sweet stroke makes it hard to get to a shot. 6'10", shoots it with confidence, shoots it with great fluidity. And, man, is he special. And he's worked through some injury trouble early in his career. And now he's one of the more lethal front court players in the league on the perimeter.
Trying to get open his Carter. Nice D from Porter. The Clippers trail. Thompson outside. Banchero inside. The kick out to Porter. Back to Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
When Banchero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layups for this big guy. He's all about the finish.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. For Milwaukee, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making it both.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
And both free throws good for Pippen. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin. And you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man. And I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Here's Pippen. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. Lets it go with the 3. They get it again. Has to Ware. The long distance 3 is buried. Now it's a 3-point Clipper lead.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Well, it's paid off with a greater rate of second chance hoops. I mean, great effort to build this lead on their part.
Here's Pippen. Outside Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Young's shot is off.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Pippen. And Ware pulls it down. On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on an 11-2 run. Greg, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
Bucks trail by 3. Johnson draws the double. Here's Pippen. And it's Pippen with the jam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game. You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
And that one is good.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Pass to Banchero. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part. They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
And Pippen gets it to go.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving it.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And Young, such a clever shooter. He makes sure to get himself a foul while putting up the shot. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot? The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Outside for Pippen. On the wing, Green. And now Clarkson pushing it up. No one can stop him.
On the fast break, Clarkson, like a gazelle, nobody can stop him.
And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That'll be the first half of a two-game trip.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half. Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Clarkson up and in on the layup. Clarkson's got 7 now in this quarter.
Fighting his way inside, Clarkson shows good body control.
It's Pippen on the wing. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Green inside. It's hauled in by Trae Young. The Clippers in the lead.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Over to the wing. 1 second left. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. And we got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Clippers leading by 4. And Durant sends it back.
Affecting the shot right there. The length of Durant, a problem for the offense.
The shot's good from Simons.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Here's Young. Oh, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Ricochet.
And it's become clear what a leader Young is on this team. He senses when they need an infusion of confidence and always tries to provide it.
We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is. Right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50 piece in Game 6.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
And, you know, once Durant notices a lane, you're toast. I mean, using his long strides to get inside fast, unstoppable.
Here's Williams. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Clippers lead by 1.
There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Banchero outside. Back to Reed. Pass to Simpson. 6 on the shot clock. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Here's Simons. 11 points in the game. To the middle. Here's Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Chalk that up. Lopez won't miss many of those.
Out to the right wing. A three-pointer off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Riza Shea with the steal. To the inside. Durant hand delivers the transition bucket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Simpson. From the wing. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Ooh, and this is turned into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And the Clippers making a change here. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half.
Great denial by Reed. Boundless energy he brings.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, "It feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I've had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time." Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
Oh, David, you are an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, DA, thanks. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over him.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero. And Simons has got the ball here for the Bucks. The lead is 2. KD on the wing. Reed with the block. Thompson with it. Now Green defending. Banchero. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Banchero's got 14 points.
And Banchero is putting it all together, capable of scoring from all 3 levels.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
1:53 left in the third. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
Pass to Simons. Bucks passing it around. Right wing. Riza Shea wide open. Here's Durant. And so they choose to intentionally foul. There's 1:34 left in the third quarter. Here's Simons. Tipped away. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Porter.
Well, when you've got Porter's length, this is what you can do. It makes it easy to get to the rim for the throwdown.
And the Bucks decide to take their first time out here.
Trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Both teams will make substitutions. Now, here's Pippen. He's got 11. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Young looking around. No good from the wing. The Bucks trail. And the wide open shot from Green. The three-pointer is right on target. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Thompson outside. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Outside for Pippen. Out to the right wing. It's Pippen on the wing. 4 on the shot clock. Outside, Green. With the tip. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Looking for Banchero and gets it there. Tie game in Milwaukee. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Here's Pippen. The tray. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
No good from outside. The Clippers trail. Down low. And finished off by Banchero.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
And then Carter with the jam.
No margin for error that time. Big-time slam from big man Carter Jr.
Thompson for the dribble. Buries it from three-point range. And the Clippers lead by 2. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win. And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Clarkson outside. Buries it down low.
Slick move by Clarkson, getting around that inside contact to finish the shot.
Shot's good by Pippen. Pippen's got 9 points here in the second half. Thompson surveying the floor. Pass to Clarkson. Shot clock at 6. There's the drive.
Riding it up and in off the drive. Clarkson athletic enough to create his own offense.
It's Pippen with the drive. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And the Bucks with some changes. Pass to Porter. Now Thompson. Clarkson outside. And he lays it straight in. Clarkson's got the lead up to 4 now for Los Angeles.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Boy, using this momentum to his advantage when Durant takes off towards the rim. Watch out below.
Clarkson outside. That's tipped. Green left side. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Simons, here we go. And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
Turning into a sensation in a hurry. Get your tickets to see Simons.
Clarkson outside. To the paint. Here's Banchero. The drive by Clarkson. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Big bucket. Clarkson showing his mettle. That's one they needed.
Oh, what a jam, Simons!
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind them taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
He gets that one.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Out to KD. Fires from 14. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. A 2-point game.
And we know Thompson can do damage as a scorer, but they're showing off his ability to pass it.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. The shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And you can't ignore their passing. All game long, they've done a great job of just delivering the ball in rhythm right where it needs to be.
Young outside. Rebounded by the Bucks. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Huge turnover at really the worst possible time. You have to value every possession, especially at this stage of the game.
Young outside. Pass to Reed. .44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And every season, it seems, Reed takes another step forward in adding to his game, and that's a testament to his strong work ethic.
Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big. 2-possession game now.
Here's Green. The kick out to Simons. Outside Durant. Takes the three. Count it. And that shot brings them to within just one.
And just look at what Durant is doing. My goodness.
And so they foul intentionally.
You had to foul, and on that occasion, to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. Late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making them.
Timeout called. Bucks. They trail by 3. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Both teams deciding to change it up. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
He's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation. You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're trailing by 3. 16 seconds left in the fourth. Well, guys, what do you think?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul. Gets the first. That gives them a 4-point cushion.
A taller guard with a quick trigger, Klay Thompson, is also an impressive perimeter defender and playmaker. Unflappable. This guy really is being the man to put the game away.
His free throw is good, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Tough miss at this juncture. They're down 2 baskets right now.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
On its way from Young for 2. Can't get it to fall. And so Los Angeles takes the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And, Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. And it's going to be the Clippers off the tip. And here's Young. From behind the arc. They get it back. Here's the three. Young missing again. Here's Milwaukee. Here's Durant. The drive. And it's slammed in by Durant.
And there's Durant playing foul line down.
Well, Grant, from roster coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throws here tonight. And out on the wings, Zach Rizachet has so many things scouts are looking for these days.
Yeah, BA, this guy has tremendous potential as a two-way threat. Great length, good athleticism, and his jump shot could be elite.
Now here's Thompson. Three from Banchero. Buries it from three.
You know, I know some would like to see Banchero increase his shooting range, especially since he doesn't have a solid shot from behind the arc.
Back to Simons. And there's the drive. That's good. And so Durant with the assist.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. And in the second game of a back-to-back, it must be hard to keep your energy up on consecutive nights.
Well, that's why we see so many coaches sit healthy players for the second game, but the NBA has done a great job over the past 4 or 5 seasons cutting back on back-to-back nights where games are scheduled, and the players spoke up, and the league listened. Well, a good start here. That's Trey for Trey, and that's Spanish for three.
Outside Porter. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Reed. Lopez with the steal. Green with the ball. He's picked up by Banchero. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Yeah, KD attacking the rim. Hard to imagine anybody's going to get in the way of that.
Pass to Banchero. Here's Porter. Count it.
Well, you better watch your ankles if you're on Porter Jr. Prime example there.
Milwaukee leading by 4. Here's Simons.
Are you kidding me? Wow, amazing.
Man.
I mean, he's just so electric. Simons putting on a show.
Now here's Thompson. Fires from deep. And the three-pointer goes. Thompson's got 5 now.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
They retain possession. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Clippers making a change here. Here's Reed. Banked it in off the glass.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Clippers trail by 3. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Risacher. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players, and he's become a ferocious scorer.
Here's Terry, and there's the foul. It's on Anthony Simons. That's foul number 2 for him.
Now with 2 fouls here in the first quarter, everything changes for him. He's got to be more careful on defense.
Here's Reed. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
Right now, they're losing ground. I mean, they might need to switch things up a bit. Maybe hit the offensive boards a little harder.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Now here's Simons. Out left to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Risacher, no good.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
And there's the foul. It's on Anthony Simons. That's his 3rd foul so far. Here's Terry. Still no points. Reed for 3.
They haven't had that much success in the paint.
Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Here's Durant. And he lays it up and in. Durant's got 6 points.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And there's the rejection. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Risacher. 1:05 left to play in the first. And Banchero gets it to go.
I mean, 6'10", about 250, Banchero imposing his will inside.
Now Simons. He's got 11. Left side Durant. Pass to Risacher. 4 on the clock. And that comes off the assist by Durant.
It's always good to see Risacher mixing it up down low.
.30 seconds left in the opening quarter. He buries it from 3.
I remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Durant with the big finish.
Yeah, a lot of years behind Kevin Durant, but that doesn't mean he's still not going to get up.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. 16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Oh, Durant with a steal. Simon's shot is good. 13 points in the game.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks up by a... If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown of the Bucks.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. They're speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
Well, they've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Here's Ware. 3-pointer. Kevin Durant with a rebound. And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. There's Simons with a 3. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Here's Young. Inside, it's Trae Young.
ridiculous handles there. How effective is he at creating opportunities?
It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, B.A., that's one way to put it. In their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, Kevin Durant steadily climbing up the top 10 of the all-time scoring list. He said, I've been in the league for half of my life now. It's a blessing to be playing on this platform and doing what I love to do. I just want to continue to keep putting in good work and keep adding to what I already did.
One of the greats, Allie. Thank you. Porter from outside. Milwaukee with the rebound. Here's Rizachet. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.